Hello, my friends. I hope you are well and good, and I hope you have some time to craft along with me. Today, I am going to be working on my design team project for Rach and Bella Crafts. I'm using her beautiful kit, which is called Roses of Redemption. I am also using a Precious Moments prayer book, and we are altering that book. We're taking that book and we are turning it into a prayer journal. You will also see today that I am going to be using some scrapbook paper, some trim, some fabric, and some other goodies. Right now I am working on creating a horizontal belly band. I am adhering the belly band onto a book page, but it's not a Precious Moments book page. Also in this project, I am using a few book pages from other books as well. Typically, when I'm creating a junk journal, I don't embellish the entire page as I work on it. I will usually do things in steps, and so I will add pockets and belly bands, and then I'll go back and decorate them and embellish them. Now, that's not 100% always the case. Sometimes if I feel really inspired by what I've just created and I want to continue on, I certainly will do that. In the last video, I did create some pockets, and I used the Precious Moments book pages to do that. But my journal is going to need some more pockets, so I'm going to be doing some of that today as well. And as you can see, this will be what they call, I guess, a hidden pocket, because I am using matching scrapbook paper to go onto the page. If you saw the last video, you might remember that we made some pockets out of this vintage music paper, but that was on the inside. So I'm going to go ahead and add one on this side of the paper so that I can have a place to put this beautiful tag. I absolutely love this little tag. Well, it's actually a big tag, but at any rate, I love it. I ended up covering the floral fabric tape when I added this pocket, so I'm going to go ahead and grab that roll of tape and add it onto the outside of the pocket so everything, I don't know, it'll just flow better, I think, if I add that detail back in. I wanted to mention to you guys that I was inspired to make this prayer journal by my friend Pam of Pamela's Creations, because during my 2K giveaway, she mentioned that she would like me to make a prayer journal, and she sent me a tag. And so that's why I am creating this beautiful journal. I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I absolutely love gingham, and I probably should just buy myself a gingham paper pack. I don't have one, but at any rate, I had some scrap gingham, and I'm going to use it here. I think it's going to look so cute on this page. We made quite a few tags in our first video, and I need to find homes for each of them, so I'm really working on that today. I think this tag will look great on this page, so I'm going to go ahead and add a very simple pocket, and I'm actually using a piece from the book, the Precious Moments book. I'm just rounding one corner and inking the edges, and then I will glue that on. I feel like gingham goes so nicely with this kit, so I'm going to go ahead and mat the script page with gingham, and then I will put another mat on top of that so that it can be written on. I almost hate to cover it, but we do need to make it so that there's some writing space. I am doing a lot of inking in this journal. I don't always ink my journals, but this one I think it's very fitting because of the neutrals that I have going on alongside of the vibrancy of the kit. So I went ahead and I inked the edges of this sheet here that's going to go on top of the gingham. I'm pretty much just sticking with a few colors as far as inking goes. I'm mostly using espresso, but I am also using pink when it works well. And I think I'm using a little bit of green here and there. I wanted to do something interesting and a little bit different than what I normally do. So I grabbed a piece of cardboard and I just started tearing the white layer off of it. And I'm leaving some on and taking some off. And I just want to see how that looks and see if I want to put it in the journal like that. I think it'll give it sort of a worn and textured look. So let's see how this works out. I'm liking it so far. I want to cut it down to be just a little bit smaller, and then once I do that, I think I'll have to go ahead and pull some more of that white off of there. I like this, so I think I'm going to go ahead and glue this down on the page. Moving forward, I've got this book page I want to use, but if you'll notice, you can see right there that there was, I don't know, it just looked weak. It looked like it was where the sewing had gone through the page to sew it into its original binding. But to me, it made me feel like maybe that could come, the two pages could come apart, and I don't want to risk that. So I'm using a little bit of duct tape to fix it, basically. I could have used washi, but I don't trust washi. And the duct tape is not duct tape, oh my goodness, masking tape. The masking tape has a creamy color, so it works really well with this particular setup. Sometimes, just so you guys know, sometimes I will use fabric to do the very same thing. So there's a lot of different things that you can do if you run into this problem. I've decided on this page I want to create a belly band. So I'm going to use scrapbook paper to do that. When I use paper to create a belly band, I always make sure that I fold it over so it's either double or triple ply. That way it's just nice and solid and I don't have to worry about it tearing in the future. So while I was thinking about how I wanted this journal to look and feel, I had a lot of thoughts, and I was thinking about how we are as people, and I sort of wanted to incorporate that into the texture of the journal. And I'm telling you that so that you understand why I'm using a torn paper bag. The paper bag, I like the color, so that's one reason that I chose it. But I'm tearing it and leaving the jagged edged look because as humans, frequently our experiences in life can sort of be like that paper bag. The imperfections, sometimes we feel hurt, so it makes us feel a little bit torn. That sort of thing. So I wanted this journal to represent us in that way. My friend Carol at Crafted by Carol sent me a happy mail, and in that happy mail were some collars. I believe they're vintage collars, and I've been waiting for just the right journal to use them. And so in this journal, I'm using two of them actually. The first one, as you can see here, it's got a little bit of a moon shape to it, and I'm going to be putting that over top of a pocket. So you can see here I've got the scrapbook paper, we've got that board that we put on the one side, so I'm gonna make a pocket on the other side of that spread. I'm marking it here so I know how much I want to cut off, and you'll notice that I'm going to end up cutting off some of the collar as well, but that's intentional. I had the collar tacked down with Fabri-Tac, but now that it's all trimmed to the size that I want it, I'm going to go ahead and adhere the rest of it with the Fabri-Tac. And to be honest, this is the 3-in-1 that I've been using, and I think it's the same thing, you guys. I do not think that there's a different formula for the Fabri-Tac or the 3-in-1. I'm not 100% sure, but it works the same, it smells the same, the texture is the same. So I think it's basically the same product with a different label. Once I get this done and glued to the page, I'm going to add something to the edge of it just to make it look a little more finished, and I'm not sure what we're going to call what I add to it. It's one of those old lacy tablecloths, but that were made in probably the 1970s. So I wouldn't call it true lace, but that's what I'm using. And I'm just going to go ahead and scrunch it up on the edge. And I think that'll help to give it a little bit more of a finishing touch and also quite a bit of texture. The next video in this series is going to be the flip through. So I'm going to go ahead and do the embellishing and decorating off screen so that you'll have some surprises for the flip through. Thanks for watching. See you soon.